This time we're on with server and we've added 3 new hard drives. Before we use them, the first thing we need to do is initialize them. So we'll right click, initialize, choose all the disks, and we have the choice. We can do it as MBR or GPT. MBR is a basic function, but it has one or two issues. If we go to GPT, this will override that. So we'll choose that. This can only be done on an unallocated drive. If you want to do one later, you can right click and convert to GPT. So now we've got our 3 drives running. We're going to create a RAID 5 volume. This will use 2 of the drives for the data and the third for that checksum. This gives very high disaster recovery options. We have to be on with server because Windows 7 does not support RAID 5. So the same wizard as before, new RAID 5 volume. Want to add all the drives across. Next, allocated a drive letter. Next, we want to format with NTFS and we'll leave the allocation size as default. We'll give it a name of data and make sure we do a quick format. So we'll do next and finish and yes, and that will take several minutes to build the RAID 5 volume. As you see, it has converted to a dynamic disk on the fly, and it's now just a case of waiting for it to synchronize, then format. We now have the RAID array set up. So what we'll do is we'll copy some files onto it and then we'll simulate failure by deleting one of the drives. So let's put a folder onto the desktop and there are some files inside there. And we'll now shut the machine down and remove one of the drives. We've restarted the machine now with one drive missing. As you see, drive E is still working. I can bring up the file. But when we go into the storage management, we will see that the RAID array is broken and it is missing one of the drives. And it has a failed redundancy. Again, we can try to reactivate the volume, but if it was broken, we can delete it, insert a new one, and rebuild the array.